Hello. We're back, ladies and gents. We have a nice, clear view. We get the camera back up. It's got a brand new battery in there, so it's all Gucci gang. I am sitting here trying to get this thing that I tried earlier during my prep to cure completely, because I realized it didn't completely cure, so I don't know if this will work. We'll make it work. That's my motto, is we will make it work. Some UV resin here. Alright. Welcome back. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Hope everyone's doing good. I got sent some jumbo Rayquaza V cards. So this will be my first time doing jumbo cards. And as you can see, I've already got stuff cut up. And we have our background. Because this is going to be a little bit more... This is going to be a little bit more pop out versus like the stack 3D that I normally do. Let me turn down just a little. There we go. So this will be interesting. I wasn't able to do a whole lot of prep that I wanted to, but I got a lot of it done by a lot. I mean, like I got stuff cut out. So all I have to do tonight is, hi Anne! Yes, Anne, thank you so much. Anne was the one who sent me all these 3D cards. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So tonight we're gonna be a little bit of boring stuff. We're gonna be painting the sides here, and then stacking things, because normally I have it kind of like pre-stacked and ready to go, but in this case I didn't. I'm gonna try something different. You can see his eye holes cut out. I'm gonna try some UV resin and like stack it there, and then kind of see if that works out for me. We're gonna go from that and see how that works out. All right, so let's get painting real quick, because we gotta let everything dry. I don't know if I'm gonna paint the background on this in terms of like covering up. Ooh, I never put the lid back on that. Oh, that's dangerous. Talon, please don't. No. No, I love you, but no. Alright, here's that. That's our glue paintbrush. Do I want this one? I'll bring out this one too, just in case. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. What did I do this weekend? I didn't do a whole lot, but I did a whole lot, if that makes sense. I ended up scrubbing the bejesus out of my shower, and it's a very awkward shower to clean. But it is now thoroughly clean. I even managed to get spots that were like really tricky to get into. I'm very sore now because of it, because there was a whole bunch of like crouching and like squats and stuff, and I haven't done that in a hot minute. So now my legs are like, what did you do? Why? So now I'm just like going around making old lady noises around my house, because I can't sit or stand without my legs screaming at me. So that's fun. So, like I said, this is the semi-boring part that I try to get done before streams, but I wasn't able to this time. And this is where I go in and I paint the edges to kind of do like, I wouldn't say cover up per se. It's cover up. It's basically to hide the edges and make it a little bit neater, more palatable to the eye. It makes everything look clean in the end. But yeah, we've been did some quick work on tech stuff here, because we were having some issues over the week with OBS. I use OBS for my streaming platform stuff, and we totally were not doing the dual streaming stuff they have new on here. Like, we weren't doing it right, so like And then Mike, bless his heart, I know he was trying something new. He was trying to do like a Poke game on here, but it crashed the stream like twice. Threw off my groove, man. Oh, I'm totally doing this off camera. Habit. Let me zoom this out. Hey, here we go. Since these are so jumbo, I have a habit of like taking these things. I need to remember to like put these on camera, but I have a habit of like putting things closer to me so I can see. I'm blind as a bat. But yeah, overall, I had a good weekend, I should say. I started, quote-unquote, reading Onyx Storm from the Fourth Wing series. And I say quote-unquote reading because I'm borrowing the Audible from my sister's account, because it's easier for me to be able to sit there and listen to it while I'm working than it is for me to sit there and read it physically, because I'm having a hard time reading physical books right now, just because of time. Like, I got a new book called Under the Oak Tree, and it's really good. It's really sweet and cute and stuff, but I have yet to finish it. Part of it is because I kind of already know what happens in the story, because it's based on a comic, and it has a novelized version of it now, which is what I'm reading, and so that's taken me a little bit, but Onyx Storm is longer, and so by having the Audible version of it, it makes things a little bit easier for me. And plus then I won't have my sister fussing at me about, have you read it yet? And I can be all like, no. Because like me and my sister, we want to do a partner read of Poppy Wars that we found out about. It's really good. Oh, you just finished it? Are you okay? I've heard a lot of people are not okay by the ending. I got it's not too much of a spoiler, but I got to the part where the Venom sage chick left them at the mountain after the storm. That's where I'm at. So like close to chapter 11, I think. A little flabbergasted. That's an appropriate response. My sister was just like, I am not well. I need her to pay for my therapy session. And by her, I mean the author. That was my sister's response. Whereas I'm over here like, I guess. Sorry, nothing will destroy me like what J.K. Rowling did to Sirius Black in Harry Potter. I ugly cried on that part in the book. Part for Dumbledore? Nah. I mean, I got a little teary-eyed, but like, Sirius Black? Oh, ugly cry. My poor mom was like, what's wrong? I'm like, this happened to him. I'm trying to be vague in case nobody has read Harry Potter, which I'd be very surprised if you haven't read Harry Potter by now. But, you know, trying not to spoil it, but I ugly cried. And my mom just looked at me like I was weird, which, granted, I am, but that's besides the point. So I will say this one isn't going to be super highly detailed in terms of like 3D effect. I just saw a TikTok about a little boy reading. Oh no! Did he get to that part? The one I'm talking about? And did it crush him? Because it crushed me. Because I really liked Sirius Black as a character, and part of me also at the time, I was just like, all I wanted was for Harry to have like a family, and Sirius, even though Sirius was kind of like a semi-ex-convict on the run because weird wizard prison system, but I was just like, I just wanted him to have a normal family. And then that happened to Sirius, and I was just wrecked. Just absolutely wrecked. And I will keep saying that because it's true. Oh, I got a cute story. It's not book related, but it's cute regardless. So my niece is like gotten really into anime, partly because of her friend and partly because of me and Mike. Mostly her friend. Her friend very much got her into it, like solidly, but like it doesn't help that her aunt and uncle, me and Mike, are very much into anime ourselves. Yeah, the mom is recording herself doing something in the kitchen, and you hear him in the background ask, "Mom, does Sirius come?" Oh no! Oh. Oh, bless him. I have to find this now. But anyway, so back to my niece. She got really into Demon Slayer because her friend was like raving about it, and I'm sure I've mentioned this, over Thanksgiving weekend holiday, her and my sister and brother-in-law, they all ended up binge watching Demon Slayer. So my sister and brother-in-law like Demon Slayer too, but like my niece is like baby weave, like heavy into it. So bless her little heart. She'd asked her mom if me and Mike watched all the anime, and I mean all the anime, and I was like, no. I told my sister, I'm like, no, we don't, but it feels like it. And then my niece texted me, and she's like, do you know about an anime called Miku? And I was just like, there is no anime called Miku. There's a character called Hatsune Miku. I had to remember how to pronounce the name, which is an artificial singer that's like very popular from a made-up band called Vocaloid. And I had to like clarify. I'm like, do you mean this? And I like showed her the character. And she's like, yeah, I really like her. And I was like, okay, well that's not an anime. There's music videos, but it's not an anime. And she's like, okay, but I really like her. And I'm like, that's nice. I'm glad you like her. And then she asked me again. She's like, do you and Uncle Mike watch all the anime? And I'm like, no, baby. we don't watch all the anime. It feels like it, but we don't watch all the anime. And she's like, my friend watches all the anime. And I'm like, I don't think your friend really watches all the anime, because let's be for real, I don't think her friend is going to be watching things that are clearly not for 9-10-year-olds. But she's like, I'm watching Soul Eater, and I'm like, yes, it got her on her quote unquote older anime, because it's older now, sadly. I tried getting her into Inuyasha, tongue-tied myself, but she didn't really like it. But I introduced her to Soul Eater, and she really liked it. She's like, I'm on like episode 36, season 1. I'm like, oh god, you're really into it. I'm like, go for it, girl. So I was like, which characters do you like? And she's like, Black Star, Kid, or Death the Kid, Maka, this character. And I was just like, oh, you like them all, okay. And I will say, she spelled their names right. This is all via text, FYI. And she's gonna do her first convention for as a birthday, semi-early birthday party, and I'm so mad because we won't be able to go. Our local college does a anime convention called FreeCon. And she's gonna do that. She's gonna have a little birthday party. She's gonna go dressed up in her Nezuko outfit and stuff. She got a Nezuko outfit for Christmas. So, and she's gonna go all dressed up in that. And she asked me, she's like, "What are y'all gonna be dressed up as?" I'm like, "Oh, sweetheart, we're not gonna be able to make it to that one, but there's another one that we're gonna go to with you, and we're gonna be dressed up as characters from Demon Slayer 2." And she's like, "Yay!" So I'm like, "Oh, thank God." I would hate to upset my baby. I'm trying so hard to keep this in camera, but like it's Very hard to. Kuna. What, baby girl? Eh, I'm wounded. Can y'all see that? I'm wounded. The paint got me. Do what you gotta do. I'm just vibing. Yeah, no problem. Like I said, I try to get this part of the process done a little early just because, like, this is really time consuming, like, this part. But I did not time manage very well, and to be fair, like I said, I scrubbed the absolute bejesus out of my shower this weekend because it needed it. Because, like, there's cleaning your shower and then there's deep cleaning your shower, and that's what I did. I deep cleaned it. Because, like, we clean it, but, like, there are times where you look around and you're like, nah, I need to clean this entire thing. And then that also led to me ended up, like, sweeping part of my house that needed it, granted. But, like, I was on a cleaning streak. You cannot be mad at him. He was there first. Kunai's fussing at Talon for being on the bed. Kunai, go lay on the pillows. She wants to be where he's at, and so she's fussy. Old girl don't like it. Do I need to fluff up the pillows for you? I swear to all that's good if she needs me to do the pillows. Yo, cats are weird. Like, dogs are weird too, but, like, they're funny weird. Cats are just weird. She's so upset that he's right there. Like, she's, like, sitting off to the side just glaring at him. She has the "how dare you" look on her face. I give my pets voices. Our dog Norris, we gave him like a derpy, like Daddy type voice, and then Talon is father, mother. Why are we like this? And then Kunai is just like, oh my god, because she's sassy like that. We are getting somewhere. I really wish this took longer. Like there's a person who does 3D cards too, and like she does a time lapse type thing where she speeds up her videos so you can like kind of see what she's doing, like for the video itself. And I kind of wish that was real life so I can just be like, boom, done with this part. Oh my god, I got so much to do. He biggin. He biggin. And like I said, this is going to be more pop out versus 3D. In terms of like how it's going to look long run. Because most of the 3D cards I do are like stackable. This is definitely going to be more pop out, which is fine. Like, I will say the one nice thing about this, there's multiple nice things about it, but the one thing is like I don't have absolutely tiny pieces, so like cutting this out was a little bit easier. And I say a little because there are parts that I'm just like, I have no idea if this is the right spot, because like where like the energy waves kind of come off, it hides part of like the line, so it's a little harder to cut and see exactly where I needed to. But we will be stacking the pieces on here and then assembling him first before we put it on the card. And I have to see if my UV resin trick thing here worked for the energy stuff. I want it to work. I have two methods for it. One is I'm hoping I can pop it off of the clear thing I have him on. If not, I will just cut it out from there. So yeah, this is an adventure. You kind of get a little bit more of a lowdown on kind of like how I do this process, if anyone's ever curious. Because I've kind of done like a smaller like how-to version of like 3D cards, but like okay, I've kind of had it like pre-assembled prior, so Whereas this time it's very much like, here it is. I haven't done anything. So how's everybody doing? Any February plans besides the obvious commercial holiday that we all have? And y'all know what I'm talking about. Oh, here's a good question. Does anyone like exclusively like super celebrate Valentine's Day, or do you just kind of like mildly celebrate it, or do you not even bother with it? Because me and my husband are kind of like in between, where like we semi-celebrate it, and that we'll like maybe get each other like some candy or something, or we just don't do it at all. Like because like, let's be for real, going to restaurants like the day of is so bad. And also because it's usually like mid-month, like you either have money or you don't have money, so it's like we might do something, I don't know. I'm trying to be better about my spending habits. Like I spent some money on some cards already, so I'm kind of hesitant to buy anything else unless like obviously I find a good deal, but like I'm trying to be good for this month. And then it kind of also helps that like the upcoming sets that are going to be out, I'm just not that interested in. So that kind of helps. Like, don't get me wrong, I would still like to maybe open like 1 or 2 packs, but I'm not gonna sit there and be like, I must have it, but like a gremlin. But I mean, the evolution set, I was very much, I must have it, but we all know how that went. So I went for the Japanese version. Kind of glad I did. Because I now have all of the special illustration rare evolutions, thanks to some internet friends, trouble, and luck of the draw, as it were. So that's nice to have them. Do I have the English 1600 or $1,600 card? No, I have the other $1,600 card, but I'm okay with my Japanese versions. It was far easier to get, far less expensive, and they still look just as good, if not better. I don't know what it is, but the Japanese ones look real good. I think it's I don't know if it's the ridges on the Japanese ones. I don't know what they do with them, but they look a little better in my opinion. At least I feel like they do. I don't like the way that looks. There we go. Did a little bit of cleanup there. There were some kind of semi-frayed edges there. Didn't like the way that looked. Oh, and is Bree still streaming? Because I know he's like, oh, I'm going to be on here for a little bit, you know, quick stream, quote unquote. Curious to see how he's going to do the full setup for the new area, because like I know like I saw the racks in the background, so that's obviously where product's going to end up going, but like is he going to like do some like posters and other like personal touches to that area? Oh, and good news, I now have enough of the Charcadets from, I don't know what you call it, that one set that had the Charcadet that you really liked. I got enough of those. I can finally do a 3D version of that, so possible one for next Monday. Really, Kunai? She's so mean. At least to him. She does not like Talon. I don't know why. He's just laying there. Like, sometimes I get why she doesn't like him. Like, they be messing with each other. But I don't know why. Like, initially. We're almost done with the outside. I got the inside to do next. I apologize if I keep taking it off screen. Like I said, I like to pull it closer to myself so I can see certain details and make sure I've gotten certain things done. Okay. And now the inside. We only have 99 more pieces to go. No, I'm kidding. We don't have that many pieces, but we got quite a few to do. I think this coming weekend, I'm trying to think. I don't think we're doing anything this weekend. I know my husband was just like, I don't want to do anything this coming weekend. And I'm like, that is completely fine with me. Because oh my God, he went hard this weekend. Like Saturday, he went and helped. Hi, Stormy. Welcome in. Doing the boring part. I kind of was bad on my timing for like getting things set up over the weekend. But anyway, Mike went over to his parents' place and helped set up a new fan in his grandmother's room because like her fan / lighting stuff, like something was wrong with the wiring, so they just got like a whole new fan / light. So he was there pretty much a good chunk Saturday fixing that, and then that night we went and ate with friends at a hot pot place, which, oh my God, I ate so much food. It was so delicious. Oh no, I'm being rated. Ooh, I'm being rated. Woohoo! Welcome. Welcome, people. So, like, wait, did his, like, I'm being rated, or did his stream crash? Okay. I need to get, like, a raider, like, alert. I don't have one yet. That might be something I look into later on as I get more. But welcome, people! I'm making a giant 3D card, and I'm doing a boring part where I paint the edges after I've cut them. Which takes a little bit. I'm sorry. Oh no! Not the Wi-Fi. Anything but the Wi-Fi. Halfway into his One Piece. Oh no! Hector will never know what he gets. It'll be a mystery till the end. I wish I like One Piece for what it is, but like unfortunately for me, like the story's been dragged out so far in terms of like the manga and anime and stuff that I go in and I check on it and I'm like, cool, I kind of know what's happening now, so if anybody asks, I can be like, oh yeah, I know about this, and then we're good. Okay, so that one's done. Okay, so we've done those two. Putting pieces to the side here so I know what I've done. And Spree doesn't know what a hit card looks like for One Piece yet. He'd be over here. I know Spree would be like, oh, look at this card. This is cool. And, you know, people be like, oh my God, that's like the card. And he'd be like, what? You know what? I feel like that would be me. Like, I would open up Lorcana or Magic the Gathering or One Piece and be like, oh, that's kind of cool. I like the artwork. And somebody be like, oh my God, it's that card. And I'd be like, okay, cool, nice, but does the art look good? Like, I'm not gonna lie, when they first started making alt arts for Pokemon, like I knew there were alt arts for like the evolutions, and like Evolving Skies, but I wasn't aware that other cards were gonna have alts. So like I didn't realize that Medicham and Duraludon Yeah, Duraludon, we're gonna have alt art cards. And so my first alt art was a Metacham. Granted, it's not like, you know, the card, but like that was my first one, and I kind of was like, oh, that's cool. Look at this, and like kind of passed it over, and then wait, that's the alt art. That's an alt art. How oblivious was I? I still don't know what a good hit is in Magic the Gathering, because they're like, here's a foil card. Is this a good one? It's foil. Okay, so it's not the good one. No. Here's this one. Is this a good one? It's like non-hollow or anything. They're like, oh my god, that's the best one. I'm like, is it? I can't tell. Lorcan is a little bit better because they actually have, like, you know, a rarity system. I mean, Magic the Gathering does too, but like, it confuses me. And a lot of times, Magic the Gathering, like the good cards usually like, how playable is it? Elise! I only buy Magic the Gathering if it's pretty. That's how I am, Elise. I'm the same way. I'm like, look at this shiny card, it's pretty. And someone would be like, it's only like a 1-cent card. I'm like, I don't care. It's pretty. I like it. Unless I am trying to build a deck, which I don't do very often. But hi, Elise. Yeah, we started late today. I'm trying to make a giant 3D card for the first time, and I'm painting the edges of the pieces I've cut so that it won't look as bad when I put it all together. Anybody want to give me a hand? Pun. I'm trying to make sure I keep it in screen. It's a bad habit of taking it off screen so I can look at it better. You know, another one I never understood in terms of, like, I won't say TCG, but like tradables or collectibles is sports cards. Like, because like you have the player, but then like how do you know if it's rare other than the fact that like it might be a rookie card or something? Like, that's stuff that I'm looking at and I just go, I don't know. I mean, other than the fact that, like, you know, I'm not really into sports per se, so. Because to me, like, a good card is like, you know, is it hollow? Is it shiny? Then it must be a good card. But it can, but Magic the Gathering has proven me wrong multiple times in that just because it's shiny doesn't mean it's good. I always have to look cards up to see how much. Yeah, I mean, I try. The only reason I look cards up for worth value these days is just to kind of get like an estimate in case I need to trade it for something. But otherwise, I'm just like, okay. Sometimes the hollow reverses are worth less than the regulars. I know, I've seen that. Like, I have this really cool artsy kind of card from the Bloomsboro set that came out a few months back. And like, it's really cool and I absolutely love it because it kind of has like this botanist style artwork on it and whatnot. It's only worth like $1 or $2, give or take, but I absolutely love it. And it looks so cool. They're supposed to come out with a Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering, but I haven't heard anything else about it. Reverse is usually worth more than hollow since they are harder to get. That's true. Oh yeah, they were supposed, like, I heard they were doing Final Fantasy at least, but like I said, I haven't heard anything else. And Stormy, you're right. Sometimes the reverse hollows are worth a bit more, at least in Pokemon. Sometimes, I can't tell you how many times I've had to like, hunt down reverse hollows at like my local card store, do trades just to get the reverse hollow for the 2 sets that I've 100. Y'all want to see the smallest piece in this? If I can find it. This is the smallest piece that I had to cut out, and that's like the tip of the tail. Did I have to do that? No. Did I decide to do that? Yes. I like giving myself issues. Hope you're doing well, Elise. Hope you had a good day. I hope everybody had a good day. Because Mondays be Mondaying, y'all. And it wild out there. I'm putting off doing math homework. Ooh, you should do math homework while I'm doing this. I promise you ain't missing much. Other than hearing me blab on about random stuff. Then again, I would also be putting off math homework too. I am not a numbers person. Give me art, give me literature, history, especially history. Numbers, unless it's a date, Which is crazy, because someone would be like, you don't do numbers, but you can remember the date of this thing? I'm like, look, it's formulas. I can't remember formulas. Big numbers are scary, and I don't like thinking logically in terms of mathematics. I don't know how you remember all the dates. I don't remember all of them per se, but I can give you like a rough estimate of certain things, unless I'm like, you know, like super hyper fixated into something that I can be like, oh yeah, this happened in 18 blah blah blah. Then yeah, I will definitely get you like specific dates. Otherwise, if we're talking like ancient like times, like BC and DC, I'm like, I don't remember those. I can give you like, I believe it's around yay time period. Exact date, date, questionable at most. Granted, I don't know I don't know a single historian who won't say the same thing. They'll be like, I don't know every date, but give me time to do some research and I will get you a date. Second smallest pieces, by the way. Everything else gets bigger from there. Like, progressively bigger. Which is your favorite era or time period? Ooh, that's a good question. I mean, everybody arguably says ancient Egypt, and I do find that time period to be extremely fascinating just because, like, we're still learning stuff about that time period to this day. And a lot of it has been lost due to, you know, the shifting sands, but also you get the Greeks that come in there and, like, you know, take everything over, and then you get, like, more stuff coming in and taking things over, and not to mention, like, the buildup of the city around what architects, and not to mention, like, you've got natural disasters that also take out certain architects and structures and stuff, so those get lost to time. So, I mean, that's a really fascinating one. Victorian into Edwardian / early Elizabeth, second Elizabeth era, so like kind of World War II-ish, like those stuff. It's fascinating because like you can clearly start to see a transition in eras, especially from Elizabeth not Elizabethan, Victorian into Edwardian period. Because you're starting to get a lot of innovations and a lot of technologies are changing, the times are changing, styles are changing. It's fascinating. And history during that time period is wild. Alright, did I get all the... Oh, missed the edge. Had to clean my brush off a little bit. Okay. What's weird is I don't have like necessarily a favorite time period per se either, because I like them all. I have favorite moments, and specifically moments of disaster. I don't know why I like it. I like moments of disaster because I like to know like what, first off, like what caused it, what happened. Was it man-made disaster? Was it just engineering, which is, I guess, same thing as man-made, but like, was it a natural disaster? And then like, why did it occur? How did it occur? And then you get the aftermath. Like, what did people do? Like, how did they handle a situation like that? That's what fascinates me. I've been watching a lot of stuff on... Oh, did you watch the series Chernobyl on from HBO? Like, it's not fully historically accurate, but it's pretty damn close. But it's really fun. I wouldn't say fun. It's really riveting to watch. But yeah, the Chernobyl incident is... Oh, I know, it's so good. It's such a good series. Like, again, not fully historically accurate. It definitely takes some cinematic liberties, but like, if you look at it from a cinematic standpoint, it's really, really good. Historical standpoint, take it with a grain of salt, you know? Like, certain, like, the female scientist, like, she's not a real person. She's represents the accumulation of, like, all the scientists that worked on to, like, help figure out, like, what happened and, like, how to solve the issue with Chernobyl. I will say there are parts of it that are kind of triggering in terms of, like, if you get the ick, because, like, they show one of the firemen that they focus on that helped put out the fire at Chernobyl, and as he goes through radiation poisoning and sickness and stuff, like, it's gruesome and just absolutely visual. I will say this, it's not history related, but the guy who directed and produced Chernobyl also did the Last of Us series, which is so good. Like, again, cinematography and everything, just absolutely amazing in it. This is just me being selfish, I really want to see someone do a series, like a mini series, kind of like what Chernobyl did, or a movie even, kind of like The Perfect Storm almost, but about the 1935 Labor Day hurricane that happened in the Keys. I would love to see something about that, but like, I don't know, I guess a lot of people just aren't into that kind of thing. I don't know. I find that event to be absolutely fascinating. Like, just so much went wrong in, like, in terms of, like, communication, because you had a lot of World War I vets that passed away due to, like, not evacuating in time. It also didn't help that it happened during, again, Labor Day, and again, you have a time period, 1935, where your most reliable way to know there was a storm was from the ships that were out in the ocean and guessing. But yeah, Chernobyl's that was such a good series. I watched a really cool documentary about how they made and erected the new sarcophagus over the older one. It has a different name. It's not the sarcophagus. It's something else. Confinement dome or whatever over Chernobyl today. Because the old sarcophagus that they put it back in like the 80s, I think, was starting to decay. So like they had to make a new shield. And so there's a documentary about where they craft that and like all the engineering stuff they have to go through in order to like, you know, put that up, and considering the area is highly irradiated. So it was interesting to see how they went about it, and then like what they were doing with this thing in order to like be able to work inside of it as well to an extent in order to help start cleaning it up. The new safe confinement. Thank you. I knew it had a different name. On that note, also, can we take a moment to appreciate the fact that even the Russians are like, yeah, we ain't messing with that. Like, they went over there. Like, when the war started for them, like, they went over there and they kind of messed with it, but otherwise they were like, nah, nah, we know better. We know better. We're not messing with this. Like, we had to deal with this before. We ain't messing with it again. But yeah, there's a documentary about the build and the whole setup and completion of the new safe confinement, which I thought that was really cool because, again, it's a highly irradiated area, so the working conditions over there are rather interesting, and like how they had to go about building it and how they went about basically getting it over the old structure. Because it's a massive structure, like it's ginormous. Because remember, this is an entire building that this thing is over on top of, plus the old sarcophagus. So this is a massive, massive engineering project they did. All right, we're getting somewhere. We're getting close. We can start assembling soon. I just want to get all these edges painted, and then we can start assembling our Pokemon here. I'm trying to think of like any other like historical semi-historical document / series that they've done recently. Not a whole lot. Oh, there was a really good one about Krakatoa a few years back. Just realized I don't really like the way this came out. I realized it's kind of crooked here. I'm gonna put that to the side. Give me a second. I need to grab my ruler real quick. Clean off my fingers here real quick. I'm gonna cut out a new thing here because I didn't like the way that one looked. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna use this one. This was gonna be originally the back, but like part of it got, I don't know if, yeah, right here, it got onto a part of the UV resin stuff I was using that wasn't fully cured, so no, it's just gonna be used as fodder. I have plenty too. Like, I have plenty. Okay. But anyway, yeah, what was I talking about? Oh, the Krakatoa documentary. That was like some years back, like early 2000s, like 2010s. I really liked it. I thought it was a really good documentary. Like, kind of followed, based off of, like, you know, recounts of a Dutch family that was on the island when the volcano went kaboo. How many cards do you think this one will take? This one took about 4 cards. I'm gonna say 5 just because I've had to like redo certain parts that I didn't like. But this one didn't take as many just because of how big it is. Which was surprising. And also just because like I don't have to stack the cards this time and there's not as many like small details as they normally would do. Are you using other demo cards with layer fills? No. So this one, I was saying earlier, Stormy, this one's going to be more stacked, or it's going to be more pop out versus stacked, like the normal 3D cards are. Because this doesn't really have a clear defined border, and because he's popping out, you can kind of see how he goes over the border here, so he's going to be more pop out versus layered. Okay. I can use this for other parts too if I need to. So, but yeah, this one took roughly about 4 or 5 cards, honestly. Which, you know what? I'm not going to complain about that. Because I think... yeah, this one's going to have a little bit more of a pop-out effect, so it's going to be interesting. I'm trying to figure out how to do it correctly without making it look weird. Okay, so... alright, got my lid. I'm trying to find the lid here so I don't hurt myself later on. I need to smooth the edges down before I paint them. You have a smooth brain. I think I did a... oh, okay, we're good. I thought I almost did like something very stupid the other day because I was using this to do the UV resin thing, so I thought I might have accidentally thrown it away when I was cleaning up the other day. We're gonna smooth the edges down. Yeah, this one looks a lot better than the other one I had. Doesn't have that weird... Okay. Okay. Oh no, my glue brush. Alright, now we go back to painting edges. I have a feeling the assembly on this isn't going to be as hard. I'm curious to see. I don't know if the Elmer's glue is going to stick as well on this, since this is like very glossy paper. So what I might do is kind of what I did last time when I did the hollow thing, was kind of scratch out a little bit and then put the glue down, which that seemed to work fairly well. So y'all, I don't know about y'all, but I had like, oh my god, yesterday almost, so I just about sent myself into an anxiety attack almost, or at least it felt like it yesterday, because I was doom scrolling on TikTok too much. I have a very bad habit of that, and like now I'm trying to like curate my FYP page so I don't. So basically I'm trying to make sure all I have on there are cute animals, funny stuff, and occasional news, but not enough that I like spiral. But y'all, doom scrolling is real. And like I said, it'd be crazy out there. Okay, the only part I'm not going to paint is this, because that's the outside. Elise, I blame you. I can't hear the Chocobo song without thinking about that one Chocobo themed Final Fantasy thing we found. I don't know if you remember it. I've been trying not to sing that every time. That song will forever be stuck in my head. Anytime I hear a Chocobo song, like it comes on. And like oddly enough, I still remember like certain parts of the lyric and stuff too, so that doesn't help. Thinking of changing my stream time to like 8 o'clock versus 7:30. What do y'all think? I mean, it would give me more time to eat and get ready, and then if I need to work any technical stuff out, make it a lot easier. Would I be starting later? Yes, but like I think game night they'll start 7:30, but like Crafty Monday, Maybe start at 8. Well, I'm on the West Coast, so later is always better. True. Yeah, I think I'll do Crafty Mondays at 8, and then since I have a bigger setup, and then game nights will be 7:30 still. Were you successful?
There's some more stuff I need to do, but it's too late to try to do some more. I need to bleed the brakes, so I just put it down for now.
Well, at least you can put the car off the jacks now.
Yeah, I already put them down for I was in there like, yeah, I'm ready to go. Why is the gauge moving great? Oh, I forgot to bleed the brakes. It's just air.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine. I don't care. Okay, this is the bottom piece. I remember what this was. We're getting there. We're getting there. We got a few more pieces and we're done in terms of painting. Is you getting a drink? Can I have something? I am parched and must hydrate. I do declare. What'd you get me?
Lemon berry.
Yay! No, just put it over here.
I was about to. I need the thing.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh. Hello, Irisu.
Yeah. I think she's doing her homework now. Unless she's still procrastinating. Which I don't blame you. Girl, you better go do your homework. I will go mama bear on you. No, I'm kidding. That's the beauty of college. You do homework whenever you want to, unless it's due the next day and you just rush it the next day, in which case, yeah, good luck. I've done that so many times, especially with my Japanese homework. Wasn't always right. And that's my fault. I love how it automatically commented I'm not even typing. Magic! I have a third hand. I have to work on it a little at a time or I'll cry. Girl, oh my god, I do the same thing. Like, I do like 1 or 2 and then go sit in a corner, cry, and then come back and do the next one. Because I would overthink that stuff so much. Okay, now I get to play the fun game of don't drink the paint water. improvise a little bit as we go. I think we got like one more piece after this to paint, and then we can start assembling our friend here. I will deal with the swirl effect here momentarily. I have a feeling I'm going to have to cut them out, which honestly I think I'll probably just do that anyway instead of having to fighting to try and peel it off like I thought I could. Like, it's just not worth the fight. You know what game had really good background music, just like chill background music, is what do you call it? Animal Crossing. Specifically the one that came out in like 2000, or not 2000, 2020. Like that one had some like really chill music, especially if we went to like the museum. Do you think they'll make another Animal Crossing game soon? I haven't heard any word about it because I know they stopped doing something with the current Animal Crossing, like I think they stopped supporting it or something, or for like updates and whatnot, or were they just like, now we're done, no more DLC after the last one? Because I know when it came out, like it was a big deal because like there hadn't been a new one in like forever, so I imagine it's gonna be a while before they come out with another one. Okay. Let me clean off my fingers here real quick. Alright, we got our glue. I know. Making a mess. I also got our handy dandy double-sided things here in case I want something to be a little bit more oomph. Alright, so that's gonna have to go on last. I remember that much. Let me do this real quick. Doing some UV resin on the eye here. Hopefully I can get this done right. Let this cure for a little bit here. So yeah. So my plan, that sits, is you can see on here where the energy ball is. It has the swirls here, so you can kind of tell here. I did some UV resin swirls here. My plan was to try and pop it off, but I don't think it's going to be possible, so I'm going to end up cutting them off. And then I've got some shimmer paint here that I'm going to paint over it with. And so that'll kind of get more of that effect. I'm trying to not do like a heavy, thick layer on it. Trying to let this go as long as I can. After the one expansion, they stopped doing any new development. It has always random announcement. Oh yeah, true. I had a feeling that was going to be the case. I mean, we still haven't heard too much about the new Pokemon Legends game, so Nintendo out here be wild. Hydrate. I'm trying to give this as much like cure time as possible so it doesn't. Alright, put that to the side real quick. Alright, and I'm gonna need a sharp pointy object. Okay. Put the sharp pointy object over there. Take my brush. So what I did is I just scraped a little bit of the hollow foil off the tail there, so it'll stick on a little better for the glue. Where's my tail piece? Here it is. And I went and touched it. Cool. Let me turn this around so I don't touch the eyeball again. Okay, so I'm trying to do like a few sections on him because like he has like this kind of like weird like Link looking body, if that makes sense. Yo, I had to chop my nails off because like I broke my thumb. Focus. I had broke my thumbnail like really far down, so I had to like chop all my nails off, so now I don't have nails and it bugs me so much. And you don't realize how often you use your nails for something until, guess what? They're broken. And I don't do fake nails too often because, like, they're awkward, and then when I go to take them off, it like they like absolutely destroyed my real nails. So it's like the recovery period from that is terrible. Just FYI. Don't get me wrong, I have fun when I get fake nails on, but just, they mess up my nails so much. Like, acrylics aren't so bad. It's the gel polish that really messes up my nails. I don't know why. If I could stop touching his eyeball. Keep touching his eyeball. He keeps poking me in the eye. Well, you come together there now, folks. Should have done the eyeball last. Oh well. It's not bad, it's just kind of has like my fingerprints all over it now. I might do like a small thin layer on top to kind of help gloss it over again. Okay. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting somewhere. Part of me wonders if I should have done like a different type of glue for this since of how glossy it was, but trial and error? I haven't had too many issues with using Elmer's glue, so. And this is like glue also, it's like all-purpose glue. Okay. Like I said, this part's the part that's a little bit easier. The assembly stuff's a little bit nicer to do because you don't have all that painting in the way. Okay. And then need this. So this is where I'm going to probably do a little bit more. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there we go. And then I need a small one for that. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's see. What else? What can I jabber on about? I have a bad habit of when I'm concentrating. I don't talk. I do that when I'm playing video games too. I wouldn't say it's a bad habit, but it's, you know, for streaming it doesn't work very well. What should I talk about? Oh, upcoming ideas. How about that? So, 3D Charcadet will probably be the next thing. I have an art card I wanted to draw probably over the weekend, or later this week, actually, because I'm doing do the Charcadet over the weekend. I think what else? Wednesday will be continuing for video game night. And then once we're done with that, I think I've just lightly discussed it before, but thinking of redoing Arceus. So that'll be fun. Let that sit there and dry for a second before I move on. Actually, while that's doing that, let's do this. Do I want to just layer it, or do I want to... Yeah, that's fine. Eh. You think this will get a PSA 1? I know people who will take cards to get a PSA 1 and just like damage them, but I think PSA has a way of telling like when something is like, you know, new damage versus old damage when they're doing grading. How they tell that, I don't know. Tis a mystery. Okay. Getting it all done there. Okay. Okay, that's another reason why I wanted to get that on there, because that layer right there would make it lift. So let's see if I can... Yeah, so... Eh. What else do I got planned? I don't know what else I got planned. I mean, outside of the art card I'll be drawing later, which that's a surprise, so I'm not going to really say too much about what I'm doing on it. 3D Char Cadet will be fun to do. It's very vibrant, very colorful. And then I almost have enough to do the 3D Espeon, which I need to let Grimace, or Grime know. Okay, he's kind of starting to come together here. Obviously the big main piece is going to be his head, and then of course the sphere here, so... Like, so this one's not going to be like too super detailed. Kind of can't tell. It's so bright. Why is it suddenly so bright? Woo. There you go. into the light to see. Do I put a few layers down, or do I just glue him down? Yeah. Yeah. And then I'll cut off a few small extra pieces to go right there. We're definitely going to have to do that. All right, give me a second. Okay. Okay. Give me a second. Goodbye. It slid off the table. Okay. Are you peeling off? Kinda. I'll fix that in a moment. That one needs more glue on it. Okay. Okay. There's one there. I'm just putting down pieces here that'll make it pop a little bit more. Come on, get off the brush. one, I believe, went here. And then we got our long boy. Long. Y'all, have y'all seen Japanese commercials, like random Japanese commercials? Like, you can go onto YouTube and look up Japanese commercials, and the compilation for it is absolutely hilarious because, like, you think you guessed what the product is going to be, like what they're advertising, and it's something completely different, and it's absolutely hilarious to like sit there and guess it. Some of them are absolutely funny to watch too. Like, there's like one for, I guess, a candy called Long, and it's like a gum, I think, and you can like pull strips off of it. And then there's one with it was for Boss Coffee, and it was with, oh my god, I don't remember his name. He was the other guy in Men in Black, not Will Smith, but the one that co-starred next to him. I can't remember his name. Alex Jones? No, not Alex Jones. I'm trying to remember his name. Anyway, he did commercials for that, like where like he was an alien on Earth, there to drink coffee or bring them good coffee or something like that. It's really funny. I tell you, Japanese commercials be wild. Go look it up. I'm not lying. Okay. Alright, Ray. Getting glue down on the head. I feel like I'm making a transformer for some reason. Like the Beast series Transformers. Now that's something. I try to get Mike to stream making Gunpla, because he's got like 2 or 3 Gunpla sets that like I've gotten him because I thought he was into them. And then like he made one or finished making one and then like never did anymore. And so now I'm kind of just like, bro, please stream them. People will come and watch. It's fun. Now, if I can convince him to do it, if his computer will let him, because I don't know what it is, but his computer sometimes doesn't like to let him stream video games, but he's going to do Monster Hunter when that comes out for the beta, I think, and if I can convince him to stream some of that, y'all, it'd be wild. He's crazy. Y'all think I'm crazy for gaming? Nah. Not for gaming, but like at gaming, he's crazy. Like he's more entertaining gaming than I am, I think. At least I feel that way. Yo, no, oh, did I mess up? I messed up. Oh. I think I messed up big time. I might be able to fix it though, but I... It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna squish this for a second. Try and get all the layers together there. Can I... All right. Where'd it go? All right, so I'm cutting out. I either do this or I do... I might do these instead. Okay, if I do this, this is not coming off as easily. Alright, we're going to use these double-sided okay. Do some partial assembling here. Tweezers. Let's move sharp pointy object over here. It's gonna start to come together here, I promise. I really hope this turns out okay, because it's like first time I've ever done something like this. I've never done a V card too, so like doing this in general is the first time I've ever done one, a jumbo card, and two, a fully full foil V card. I'm hoping this comes out okay. Oop, nope. I wonder if that's concerning, the fact that it comes off easily. Okay. kind of like that. Okay. Okay, okay. This will work. We can make this work. Eh. I think this might be a little bit easier than gluing certain parts down. Is it lazy? Probably. Does it work? Yes. Oh, you know what? I just thought about this. Another game that's got like really good music is Persona, like the Persona series. It's like really good music. Okay, this one. This one I'll glue down. Okay. Okay, cool. That one I don't mind because that one's just gonna be there, look cool, kind of give it a little bit more oomph. It's not gonna be at the top. That's okay. This is me trying to convince myself. That what I'm doing will work. Because there will be more gluing. This top part's not done yet. Not completely. I haven't used this many in quite some time since I first started making 3D cards. It's easier to glue the smaller ones together, like the 3D cards, but like these bigger ones where glue doesn't always work. Granted, I'm sure this doesn't work either. Alright. Sharp pointy object out of the way. Can y'all see okay, or is the glare really bad? Because if it's bad, I'll turn it off. Or I can maybe angle it. Maybe not. The hollow foil, like the completely hollow foil card doesn't help, I know. I think in this case these will work. Alright, here it is. Alright. Getting the bottom piece down. The rapid strike part is going to probably go down last because I want to try and get the swirly things on. So many tiny pieces. Hee hee. Oh, ho, ha, ha, ho, 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 ho. Okay. I'm not losing my mind, you are. Alright. It's coming together here, folks. I promise. And glue time. Probably should have done this part before I stuck it on, but it is what it is. I will say, this is probably not my cleanest work. And for that, I am sorry. Come on, focus. Kind of got an idea there, right? Okay. Here's where things are gonna get weird. Ooh, you okay?
That's me. Yeah, this is being rocking. You're sleeping in the fridge. Worst timing for that.
Hey, for real. Well,
Did not work.
nope. All right, where are my scissors? I know I brought them.
There. Chip.
Oh,
Sorry, no, you're fine. Easy fix. She'll be back very soon. Have to reactivate.
oh, hang on, guys. So my plan on this kind of partially failed. I'll have to redo that part later. This is me trying to attempt to do something with UV resin, which I haven't done a whole lot with, honestly. Okay, so that's garbage. All right. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. All right, let's see if I can't get this to work. So this was my B plan. My A plan was to was to peel it off, but that didn't quite go how I wanted it to, so cutting out is the other plan. So the idea is one is... Would you stop flipping? Okay, so the idea is that this is going to go here. Stop. It's still kind of tacky. I don't know how to make it not tacky. Yeah, so that's going to go there. I'm going to paint them. Alright. Alright. I swear this will make sense. This one will end up here. And then I have these ones, which are these larger pieces here. Like, I'm using all these different techniques and new stuff. Never done this before. Figure out how to cut this correctly. Okay, so this one's gonna be a little weird. Okay, so this one is gonna go here. get pieces where they're supposed to be. So that goes there. And then give me a second, I'm gonna readjust. Okay. All right, so I think that'll be fine. Okay, this one goes here. Yee. Alright. I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and paint them and then... Well, actually, hang on. Hang on. Cool, this one's intact, so I can... I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna make this work. We're gonna make this work. This is. I'm telling you, I'm doing this by the seat of my pants. I don't know what I'm doing. I am crafting the absolute bejeebers out of this one. Am I doing something that's probably unnecessary? Most likely. Most absolutely likely. I have no idea what this one was. Was it this one? Oh, it was this one. Okay. Trying to remember which one these were supposed to be too. Y'all, this is gonna be janky as hell. This went from being, yeah, that's awesome, to, Just watch. so that's supposed to be that. But I got partly messed up from before. Alright, give me a second. We will make this work. And then, if I remember correctly, this one was supposed to be this. Yeah. Okay. So once this is done, we'll paint them, try to make them look as pretty as possible. And then we will put the big boy on and get that set up. And then from there, we'll put the energy sphere on. Did something get stuck on that? Yes. Get off. And then, okay. All right, it's coming together. It's coming together. We got this. Let me do a quick cleanup here. All right. And give me a second. I'm going to go throw away some stuff. Okay. Give me a second to breathe here real quick. Being hunched over like a gremlin ain't fun. Alright, let's see what this looks like. Okay. Now we're going to paint. We're going to paint our little pieces here. Give me a moment. Get our paint all nice shaken up. This is going to be a late night. Okay, so make sure I got everything off. Got everything off. Make sure everything's the right side up. Now, I'm not looking for this to be like absolutely perfect because I kind of still want it to look like, you know, energy streaks and stuff. But I just want to kind of, you know, give it a little extra oomph. Little pizzazz. Hope everyone's still doing good, hanging in there. You're helping me a lot. I've already gotten sick. Yeah! You're welcome. Glad to be of service. No. No. I got runaway piece. Yeah, what Mike said. You got this. Come here. Come here. Nope. Nope, you're not allowed to play buddy system. All right. No, run away. Y'all saw that? It's trying to get away. Okay, so I'm not trying to get this to be smooth or anything, because, again, it's supposed to be like, you know, the streaks. Okay. Okay. Yeah, no. It's always the smaller bits that get you. Alright. Shove you to the side. Put you over here. Let y'all dry. I tried to get as much detail into this as much as I could, considering how large it was and how, like, few pieces there were. So I tried. I really did. Alright, let's go see our boy here. He's been squishing under the thing. So, let's see here. Do I make him pop out? I say yes. I'm gonna bring him up here so we can see him a little better. Or do I just lay him flat? I think it would look better. Get off of me. They won't leave me alone. Let me see something here. Like, what do we think? Should I leave it flat like that? Or should I lift him up? I feel like I should lift him up. This one we're going to do glue for. What?
I'm stealing something.
Woo woo. Y'all hear that? He's stealing shit from me.
Yeah.
The benefits?
Yeah. Oh.
You are the benefit.
Sorry.
Okay, so. It's always the hand that's the weird, awkward part. Okay. And then do that there. A little smaller here. Come on, get off my finger. And then one here. Okay, so this looks really weird right now. I swear to God, this is gonna come together and it's gonna look right. I promise. Let it cook. No, why would I do that? My stupid kicked in. That's okay, I have more pieces. Uh, you're watching the war crime of me trying to make a 3D Rayquaza card out of jumbo cards. That's what the war crime is. I'm sorry, Nugget. I'm really sorry. But I got handed a whole bunch. These are the like the jumbo promos that you got from I think the Sea and Earth boxes that we had here. So someone was like, "Here, you want to make a jumbo card?" And I went, "Sure, why not?" So I'm making a jumbo card, and right now I'm taking extra small pieces here and creating a small layer to make Rayquaza pop out a little bit more. For the greater good. Oh, I know that. But there are other people that would agree with you that this is a war crime against Pokemon cards. Oh. That's mean. Just because I'm butchering Pokemon cards for art. All in the name of art. Look, some Americans don't even like the USA, so it's okay. Even we don't like ourselves. My sister dropped the biggest rant, and I'm like, what do I say? You just go, okay, and you just keep nodding your head until she stops and runs out of wind, I guess? I don't know. I mean, America is one of those places, like once you've visited or been there, you're kind of like, okay, I can see the appeal in some cases. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, in terms of, like, nature and whatnot here, like, environment and stuff, like, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's great. Awesome. Love it. We're not going to even go on the political side, because that's just garbage, and let's be for real, what country has good, politics? I'll say that, and that's about it. But, like, every place is different. I will tell you right now, don't expect to go to Florida and then do a one-day trip to New York unless you're flying. Even then, don't expect that. That's not how that works. I told her she could visit the US. The only reason she would want to live here is because I live. At least she has a reason to come visit you. You know, baby steps. Start off with that first. Tell her to get a passport and not go on any rant about France. I mean, I like France. Never been there. I like France as a culture. I probably wouldn't go to Paris. Part of me thinks it's overrated, but that's also me saying that because I've never been, so I don't know. Don't get me wrong, I'd love to go see Notre Dame. But French countryside? Ooh, I'd love to go see that. It's a daily occurrence. She dislikes France. I mean, France is... I feel like France is one of those places that, like, you either like it or you dislike it. I've heard some stuff about Paris specifically, so... I can't say anything negative because, again, I haven't been, so my opinion doesn't really mean much. I swear all of this will make sense in a moment, I promise. I will say this, like, you obviously, I'm assuming you live here, Nugget, in the US currently. I will say this. Every state, anyone who lives in certain states and whatnot, they will... Pardon my English. They will shit on their state and other states, but the moment someone else shits on their state, we will defend it vehemently. Like, we will just sit there and be like, what'd you say about my state? Like, that's the thing. We'll do that. Why? I don't know. But everyone can agree, Ohio sucks. Also had a message that got auto-modded. Sorry about that. No, that's fine. But I actually like Washington. I think Washington's beautiful. Like, I think every state has its problems, don't get me wrong. Like, I went to Iowa. I liked Iowa. Would I want to live there? No. Don't get me wrong, Iowa was fun to visit. At least the area I went to, because like, it had some really cool like geographical museums and whatnot, like for like prehistory and stuff. And they had like really cool fossil beds because it used to be like an ocean there. But otherwise, you couldn't pay me to live in Iowa. I just exposed where I am from, but that's okay. It's okay. We're not gonna pinpoint anything. Okay. I really hope this worked. Yeah, I kind of got what I wanted. Okay, this part's gonna be weird. Okay. Let's do this big one here first. And like I said, this will make sense, I promise. I've had a lot of people up here ask me about Florida Man, if I've ever pet a gator. I mean, who? Yes, we've pet gators. Florida Man is more like Central to South Florida. Stay down. But yeah, I mean, I don't know a Floridian that hasn't pet a gator at some point. And it's usually like a zoo or some random guy on the beach somewhere has a gator that they're like, you want to pet it? And you're just like, yeah, sure. People here think Florida. I mean, they're not wrong. We are the Australia of the United States. At least I think we are anyway. Feels like it. Okay. Can you kind of tell what I was trying to do here? Hi, Talon. Welcome in. I love you. I love you, Booby. I really do, but no. Alright, so this one's gonna go here. Alright, so I'm using the UV resin to make a platform for my little see-through pieces here. And to essentially, quote-unquote, glue them down. Okay. This is such a messy looking card. Like, I haven't done a messy card like this since my very first one. I kind of feel bad. I'm like trying a whole bunch of new experimental stuff I've never done before. Come on. Okay. I'm really hoping this works. Okay, please tell me this makes sense. Oh. Okay, this one is... that. And this one is this piece. I think I may trim this one down a little bit more. Where are my Caesars? There we go. Yeah, I like that a little bit better. All right. All right. Using the UV resin as a kind of like glue for itself. All right. Yeah. Iggy. Trying to get up under there. No, it's weird as this is. It's working. Do I like the way it looks? Not 100%, but it's working for what I want it to do. I might go back over some more paint on it, though, in some parts. Okay. All right, we're getting somewhere. Doing some experimental stuff up in here. Oh yeah. Gotta make it look cool where I can. I'm just hoping it stays together, you know? Okay. Lop. And then we'll do one here. And then we'll do a little scritch, scritch, scritch here. Take this brush. Hello! Welcome in, Spree! The 3D, all the Rayquaza, Kiza cards. So far, this is what I've got. About to get the energy ball on there. The mini pop-up test stream seemed like it went really well. I'm curious to see what else you're gonna end up doing with that new space. Come on. Yeah, man. Gotcha. Alright. The only way I know which way this goes is because it says pulse right here. Perfect. Oop. Come back here. Run away. Oh, I didn't like that sound. Alright, can I put this on without it looking weird? I need to cut that down a little bit. Okay. Let me do a little something something here. Okay. Okay. Alright, I'm going to do this top part here because that's going to be a little trickier. Where's my thing? This is... God, it's so messy over here now. Alright. I'm gonna do a little buildup of the UV resin here just so I can yeah, it's definitely coming together. It's messier than I like, but it's not bad. I don't hate it. Okay. Add a little more on top. So I'm building it up so I can have a base to put the thing down on top of. Okay. Put over there. Well, hang on, I need to... That's enough on there so I can hear it. Hi, Miranda! Welcome in! I'm making this monstrosity, or attempting to make this monstrosity of a card. Under. And then I can... There we go. Alright, let that set. Hope everyone's doing good this evening. I don't know what I was thinking of this. I'm trying to be fancy with it. I don't think it's going how I wanted it to, but it's doing something. on. I wish my cat got along. Okay. And then okay. Template things which means yeah. Give me a second. Let me try something, and I'm gonna probably turn the light off so y'all can actually see what it looks like, because like no matter how low I dim it, it's gonna still really nope. Don't worry, I'm almost done. I'm going to kind of cheat something here a little bit. Kind of a way to make sure stuff stays. Stuck a little bit of UV under there to kind of keep it from popping up too much. Okay. What do you think, guys? See, he's more pop out than the other one, so he's not going to be layered like normal 3D cards are. Oh, I almost forgot. Almost forgot. Loving it. I'm going to get you some e-reader cards next. Oh my god. Do you like to torture me? Not the e-readers. Those are going to be expensive. Why would... No. The e-readers? Are they... Oh, unless I'm thinking the wrong cards. I just... Oh, the common ones. Well, if you got the common ones, then sure. I can do a challenge. Oh. Nope, still messed that up. Nope. There we go. I guess in my brain, e-readers are like super expensive because of how hard they are to find these days. So that's why I was thinking, oh no, but if it's like a normal common type card, then sure. But my brain always thinks e-readers are like super expensive. Okay. And then I did a little bit of UV under this, so hopefully this works. All right. I fixed it. I almost forgot the rapid strike part there. That would have been awkward later on. I was setting up my UV light and I heard e-readers and I looked over at Spree and excitedly asked, are they talking about Kindles? Yes, we're talking about Kindles. Mine has fire on it. No, I'm kidding. Oh my goodness. Oh, you know it's late at night when our brain goes off in something else. But yeah, there he is. A 3D Rayquaza. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. I like that, Miranda. I love that. And e-readers. Kindles. Oh my goodness. Love it. See? I don't know. I could get some paint pens and deck out a Kindle. Oh, you know what? Do I want to do it? I want to do it. I'm gonna do it. I just hope I don't do this bad. I put a little glob on top of the dragon energy here. Give it a little more pizzazz. I think... Let's see, I think you sent me like 11 of them. I used about 5. Yeah, I used about 5 of them. So it took me about 5 cards to make this one. I'm sure it would have been more had I gone just like a little bit more detailed into it in terms of like certain parts, but eh. Oh my goodness. Well, this turned out to be interesting. Definitely experimental for sure. There are probably a few things I would have done differently if I do this again. Trying to think. I probably would have gone a little bit more detailed, like cutting out like letters and stuff if I've had a little bit more skill. Alright. I'm gonna probably stick this sucker in the sun tomorrow and let it like truly cure. Alright. There he is. There's our bad boy. I added a UV resin up top there on the thing. So yeah, that is our 3D card for the night. Next weekend will be the Charcadet. So I'll work on that over the weekend and get that a little bit more prepped than I did this. But yeah. This was definitely interesting to work on, definitely experimental, especially with the energy stuff. Yeah, so okay, let's see. So yeah, next Monday will be Charcadet. This Wednesday we'll be continuing Brilliant Diamond. Took me a minute to remember which one I'm on. What? I just looked at my Expedition Charizard. Oh no, what is it? You have an Expedition Charizard? What? How much is that? That has to be a pretty penny. Like, which version, though? Like, non-holo holo? Because if you have the holo version, then whew, that's a pretty penny. I don't know if they made a non-holo version of it. Oh, there's two. Yeah, there's one. I mean, that one's still, there's, you know, there's three. So you got the holo version, non-holo, and then you have another version. The Chrome Works. Oh. I think it's non-holo now that I'm thinking of it. Well, there's two non-holos. You have the non-holo version of the one that's supposed to be holographic. And then you have another version that's kind of almost watercolor looking. That's what I'm looking at here. I mean, all three are equally above $50, so. Oh, I feel bad cutting up something that expensive. Oh my goodness. My back hates me. This is gonna be fun to clean up. So yeah, long time. Gotta find it, but I think I got it for. See, if you got it for $10 at the time, that's great, because that's I have the Jesse and James full art card that's like going up in price recently. I got that for like $10 from a trade on, well, not a trade, but I bought it for $10 and now it's gone up so much, so I totally get it. But yeah, I'm gonna go clean up my mess here. I'm gonna kind of squish this a little bit. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch it. Okay. I'm probably gonna stick this in the sun tomorrow and let a lot of the UV resin that's on here cure a little bit more, since you know, real UV. And then Wednesday we'll be back with Brilliant Diamond playthrough. Maybe we can finish the game tomorrow. Doubt it. Not tomorrow, but Wednesday. And then Monday we will do 3D Charcadet. And yeah. Really appreciate y'all coming in, hanging with me, chatting with me. Elise, I hope you're able to get a whole bunch of your homework done. Miranda, Stormy, Ann, Spree. Truly awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Ann, for sending these to me, too. This was fun to do. This is probably going to come back towards y'all. I got to figure out how to ship it to y'all. Probably do some small touch-ups here and there. But yeah, thank y'all so much for coming in. I'm going to go clean up and then pass out. Love y'all. Y'all have a great night. I will see y'all over on Fire Squad side tomorrow night. Stop and say hi. But yeah, thanks for coming, everybody. Y'all have a great evening. And as always, stay nerdy.